Before time remembered itself, 4 immortal gods looked upon an unfinished, silent earth. Aureon stepped forward, seeing emptiness waiting for breath, light, and divine purpose. Gaiaren touched the cracked soil, and hidden roots trembled beneath her hand. Thalor lifted his hands, calling mist from the motionless gray heavens. Pyrion opened his burning palms, and sparks rose from sleeping stone. Light met soil, and the first sacred promise began forming between them. Mist cooled fire, turning destruction into ash where life could begin. Aureon breathed, and golden wind crossed the empty plains like destiny. Gaiaren shaped the earth, raising hills from silence with maternal wonder. Thalor walked the dry basin, and water followed every sacred step. Pyrion struck the ground, placing hidden fire beneath the newborn world. Golden breath touched water, and the first waves learned how to move. Soil received warmth, and the ground began glowing like something alive. Together, the gods joined roots, mist, fire, and light into creation. From wet clay, Gaiaren lifted the first blades of trembling grass. Thalor called rain, and the dust darkened beneath heaven's mercy. Pyrion lowered flame gently, giving warmth to the cold, waiting soil. Aureon spread dawn across the sky, and darkness surrendered without sound. Gaiaren raised forests, and newborn trees broke through the wounded earth. Thalor guided rivers forward, teaching water the language of journey. Pyrion scattered sparks, awakening movement beneath the land's quiet skin. Stone and soil rose into mountains beneath the gods' watchful silence. Rain kissed the forest, and every leaf opened like a prayer. Fire met mist, and holy steam covered the valley like a veil. Aureon opened the sky, hearing life before life had a voice. Gaiaren shaped an animal from clay, roots, tenderness, and sacred patience. Aureon breathed light into clay, and the first living eyes opened. Thalor awakened fish beneath the ocean, where shadows began to swim. Pyrion sent sparks across the plains, and instinct entered the animals. Soil, rain, and warmth gathered together, shaping creatures from divine silence. Aureon watched living creatures move, humbled by the mystery he had awakened. Gaiaren stood within the forest, guarding roots, leaves, and fragile life. Thalor faced the newborn ocean, listening to waves circle his feet. Pyrion warmed a sleeping creature, and fierce fire learned compassion. The gods gathered in the valley, preparing their most sacred creation. Gaiaren shaped human bodies from clay, roots, responsibility, and love. Thalor poured water over them, softening clay into waiting flesh. Pyrion gave warmth, and faint life glowed beneath dust and soil. Aureon stepped closer, ready to give breath to the unfinished humans. Golden light entered them, and their chests rose for the first time. The first humans opened their eyes, afraid, innocent, and full of wonder. Roots released them gently, and humanity trembled upon the sacred ground. Water reached their shaking hands, and curiosity awakened inside their hearts. Fire appeared before them, frightening them, then calling them closer. They looked up at Aureon, overwhelmed by light older than time. The first humans struggled to stand as the gods watched in silence. A man and woman stepped forward, carrying fear, wonder, and beginning. Gods above, humans below, creation stared at itself for the first time. Humanity turned toward forests, rivers, mountains, and oceans with fragile hope. From cracked earth, humans rose beneath eternal gods, and the world finally began.